Have you ever wanted to experience what it's like to be a delivery guy in the post-apocalypse? Have you ever wanted to deliver the souls of thousands of possibly innocent people straight to the gates of hell, commit various war crimes, and sleep with the guy who shot you in the head? Well, I present to you that time I got reincarnated as a delivery guy in the post-apocalypse. Fallout New Vegas is a post-apocalyptic action role-playing game developed by Obsidian Entertainment. The game was published by Bethesda Softworks, but also known for The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim for the Nintendo Switch, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim VR, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Legendary Edition, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Anniversary Edition, and my personal favourite, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Very Special Edition for the Amazon Alexa. Fallout New Vegas is set in the Mojave Wasteland, which is a post-nuclear war version of Vegas and its surrounding areas. In Fallout New Vegas, the player plays as the Courier. The Courier. Anyway, spoiler alert, the Courier is shot and killed. But the Courier was not killed, and instead dug out of their grave and brought back to normal, or as close to normal as possible.
Sorry, little lady, I fixed up your head as best I knew how. Guess I missed a spot.
Your job in the game is to lose all of your hard-earned money gambling in the casinos. Have intimate relations with a robot. And, I guess hunt down the guy that shot you. If you even care about that after experiencing all the other cool things you can do. Along the way, on your journey for revenge, you encounter several different warring factions. The main two factions at war with each other are the NCR, a bunch of wimpy kids who play pretend soldier, and the Legion, a bunch of crybaby incel Roman history nerds. The player may join either of these two factions, or a third major faction which is run by some old senile robot fucker. Or, spoiler alert, you could make your own faction by recruiting several of the game's minor factions to join you. These minor factions include the based Mega Chad Boomers, the woke moralist everyone but me is an idiot Brotherhood of Steel, the gangster wannabe Great Khans, the Gordon Ramsay-led White Glove Society, and the pimps of the wasteland, the Omertas. That's about as much as I can say about the story without spoiling too much more. Not that the story is really anything too groundbreaking, but the real beauty of the game lies in the atmosphere, the dark humour, and the completely bug-free gameplay. Because as we all know, no Bethesda game has ever had any game-breaking bugs or glitches. Can I help you? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? And the game crashes. The sound design in Fallout New Vegas was done by Inonza, who also did the soundtrack for Fallout 3 and several other notable games. The soundtrack of the game is absolutely beautiful. It really sets the atmosphere. Just take a listen to a couple of these. My own personal opinion, after having played through each of the game's endings, would be that I had the most fun on the independent route. But each route has its own unique quests and people to interact with and mechanics, I guess. The gameplay is really simple, so there's not really many different mechanics. It's more just the quests and the characters you meet and how the wasteland reacts to what you're doing. Unless, of course, that is you team up with Mr. House. Fuck that senile old cunt. I forgot to record exactly how long it took me, but Google says that the game takes about 27.5 hours to complete, so take that as you will. Unlike lots of other open world RPGs, this game ends when you complete the final quest. So you gotta do everything you want to do before doing this quest. Luckily the game creates a save file before starting the final quest, so you can always go back and do other stuff afterwards. Besides the main story and the faction storylines, there are many other fun things that you can do in the game, such as have intimate relations with a robot, getting dominated by a ghoul, murdering innocent people, chucking a couple slaps on the pokies, doing hardcore chems, getting interesting results from having one intelligence, beating an old man to death with a golf club, all for the sake of achievement hunting, of course, and getting revenge on the man that shot you by sleeping with him.
More than you ever dreamed, baby. You're platinum, pussycat. You know how to swing. Nice chocolates, too. A shake for the Batman, will you? Hello. That was a nice bit of hay. You're a real bring-it-in broad. Wait. I swear.
Besides the base game of Fallout New Vegas, there are also 5 DLCs that add something different to the game. The Dead Money DLC is set in the toxic ruins around the Sierra Madre Casino. The Honest Hearts DLC is a tribal-based quest set in a section of Utah's Zion National Park. The Old World Blues DLC, which is set in a scientific research centre on the moon. And the Lonesome Road DLC, which is set in the Divide, and with the quest and atmosphere of this DLC, you could probably consider it to be the true ending of the game. The Lonesome Road also has one of the easiest areas in the game, known as the Courier's Mile. Here is just a couple clips to show you just how easy it was and how much fun I had clearing it. Oh shit. Oh fuck. That's very not ideal. What is wrong with this area? Why do they not fight each other? Why is it always me? Why am I the only fucking target for every fucking person in the world? I wanna know why the fuck there's another one just chilling out back there. I fucking killed all of them before. Go ahead, Dragon. Yeah, fucking great game, thanks. There we go, solved. The final DLC is the Gunrunner's Arsenal, which just adds a load of weapons and weapon mods to the game. Like any other Fallout game, or Bethesda game at that, the modding community is a big factor in the game's long life, with there being several very large, ambitious mods which completely overhaul the game. One of these mods, which is my personal favourite, is Fallout Dust, which is a complete overhaul which makes it more difficult and sort of changes the environment and the atmosphere of the game. There are also many smaller mods which just fix the game for the developers. Like every Bethesda game, there is an unofficial patch which is just fixing glitches. There are way too many mods for me to cover, but luckily there are thousands of YouTube videos reviewing different mods and explaining which are the best. Fallout New Vegas is by no means perfect, and I would even say it's a very flawed game. An example of some of these flaws would be the previously mentioned bugs, the rather simplistic gameplay loop of shoot bad guy, loot bad guy, explore new area and repeat. Not to mention the general low quality graphics even for a 2010 game. This, combined with the clunky character facial and movement animations, make the game not the most pleasant to look at. But saying that, I'm not a huge stickler for graphics, so I absolutely love the game. Overall, Fallout New Vegas is a great game for its time, and if you can overlook the rather simplistic gameplay loop, extreme amount of bugs, and the graphics which aren't the greatest but aren't that terrible either. If you enjoyed playing any other games in the Fallout series, or any other Bethesda role-playing games, I would definitely recommend playing Fallout New Vegas. Overall, I give Fallout New Vegas a Fisto the Sexbot out of 10.